Yo, yo, yo. We're gonna get the setup done in a second. I'm just trying to get this stuff posted on YouTube. Hope everyone's doing well. I have a setup I want to get to in a second here. Just gonna plug into testing. Testing. Yeah, I think it's working now. Seems to be working. I'm just plugging my mic in. Give me 1 second, y'all. Should be chill now. Um, hmm. Gotta see if this is working. I think my mic's working. I didn't change anything. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check my iPhone real quick. Um, Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Give me 1 second, y'all. I gotta get this set up better too, because I low key gotta not the best setup yet. 1 second. Yo, yo, yo. I gotta take my chain off as well. Have a good stream today. So I think everything should be up and running now. The stream is started. I kind of wanted to get a better setup, but let me make sure it's on here on Kick. I want to make sure we're on Kick and YouTube. This can be valuable. I need to start recording, and then I'll have the intro. Yeah, there you go. It's on. Let's get it. So for today, I think it'll be appropriate just to stream on this. So I'm going to start recording right now. And what I'll do is I'm going to make it taller real quick before I start. Because this is going to be on YouTube as well, y'all. I have a complete guide on how to make a lot of money right now in 2026 with just a laptop. So give me 1 second. It's back in 1 second. All right. I'm trying to see. I should record right here. I kind of like this spot actually, low key. This is a good spot. Yeah. I think we're good to go. I think it's actually a pretty fire spot. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Yeah, I think this is good. I know my kick stream's on. I just want to make sure it's not freezing like or anything. Let's see if I can. I kind of like this spot actually. Oh yeah, it's fire. This is a good spot. Cool. And now I gotta check the YouTube to make sure YouTube's also live. So that's what I gotta figure out right now, how to see the YouTube. So that's kind of what I'm figuring out right now. But it seems to be on. We're going to teach you guys how to get rich right now in 2026. This is probably a great video. Great video. Yeah, I think I am live. Awesome. All right. I think we're good to go. Let me see if it's working on my YouTube. It seems like it is. Yeah. All right. So let's get it. Let's get it. Okay. So it looks like we're good to go. So I'm going to start recording right now. And we should be good to go. I don't see any indication that I'm live here. I don't know. It's kind of weird. All right. So. But it's all good. I think it's working. We just have to, yeah, it's definitely on. All right, cool. So I'm going to start streaming here every day, y'all. This is one of my goals. I want to make the best content possible. And in order to do that, it's going to be from making a lot of content that's really high, value to you guys. I'm going to eventually have it so it's recorded on my iPhone, but I do like this setup actually right now, just like a little couch setup, which is good. So I like that. So yeah, let's get right to it. So welcome everyone. This is my, first stream on Kick and YouTube. I'm doing a little multi-stream on both right now, and today we're gonna simply talk about how to make money in 2026. Something that I know most of you guys obviously wanna do and make, right? You wanna make money. Obviously, you wouldn't be here if you didn't wanna make money, right? So, I guess without further ado, let's get to it, right? So, basically, the first thing you need to do when, understanding where you are at currently is understanding what skills you have, right? So before I made a lot of money, right? I'm 20 years old. I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars now. I have an AI company, Go Creative AI, that I launched. It's, again, for any company or anyone who's trying to make advertising, marketing using AI. It's a very simple process, but that's not the point. The point is for you guys to start your own business and make consistent passive income coming in every single month, right? And that's the whole goal of this, okay? So in order to do that, first you need to understand your current skill set. Where are you at right now? What are you trying to accomplish, right? How can you make the money you want to make, right? And Usually what I tell anyone is if you don't have enough money at first, the best advice I can give you is get a 9-to-5 job. Get a job that you're probably not going to like, but you learn a lot of valuable lessons in that process, right? So what I have learned is that doing something you don't like is going to really want you, or is really going to get you motivation to do stuff that may be harder than an average person, harder than an average person would want to do, right? So I would highly recommend for anyone who wants to make money and is stressed about money, just work a job and learn the process of working in. Most people are going to hate their jobs. That's just the reality. You're not going to love your job. But you learn valuable skills that you can use to have success, right? And that's what I want for all of you guys to have. Okay. So multiple things I want to get to here. Number one, anyone who's, let's say you already have the job, you're already making some sort of stable income, and you have maybe $500 or $1,000 to start a business. What I would recommend right now, in my view, is start an AI agency or an AI company where you're helping businesses either run ads, run marketing, or get leads in some sort of way. And this is because of multiple reasons, right? Number one, if you're starting a business like that, it doesn't take that much skill to get into because you're utilizing the AI for your skill, right? So if the AI could, be a use case for your business, it takes you basically out of it. You're basically just the middleman who's delivering the AI to the business, okay? So that's what I would recommend for anyone who wants to make money online. And I'm gonna kind of talk about the details of that, what it looks like, and how, I guess, you can do that right now with literally your computer, right? So number one, I would say, is niche down a lot when you're first starting to one specific industry or niche that you have had experience in. So for example, let's say maybe you detailed cars. You're cleaning cars, you're a car detailer. What if you helped car detailing businesses get leads? There's a need for that. And you don't even have to charge them. You could charge them nothing at first. You can give them like 2 weeks for free. Or you can even say, hey, I'll give this to you for free, no cost up front, but I want to get 30% of what you make off of it, right? So there's so many different aspects of what you can do to, I guess, get started, and that's kind of what I would recommend for anyone who's new to business, okay? It's not that hard to make money. You just have to figure out how to bring yourself in there. And again, I'm sure there are many people who are doing that type of business. I know there are many people who are running an AI company who want the leads and the deal flow and all that type of stuff, okay? I almost guarantee you're going to have competition, okay? And that's okay. So I'm looking at chat. I have nothing yet, but that's okay. But I promise you guys, that is something you guys can do. You guys can easily get started and actually have success in. I'm just like reading a text. But look, it's not free to start a business. It's not hard to make money. But what you need to understand is if you don't have a lot of liquidity at first when you're starting, you're going to have to do a lot more manual reach outs. So if you want to start an AI company or something that helps the businesses with AI, which is what I would recommend to do, I would highly recommend to just learn how to cold call. And I did this for a year and a half back when I was in real estate, when I had to learn the skill of sales. And it propelled me to make a lot more money than most people my age made, right? So I don't regret it, and I think you guys wouldn't as well. But I kind of want to, I'm going to stream I'm going to stream at least an hour a day every day. There's no excuses for me. Like this year, I'm going to get a lot more content up. I'm going to get a lot more vlogs up. I'm just working on some stuff on the back end for my own business, but once I get that going and up, it's kind of like, okay, now it's content time. How can I make the most useful content for you guys as possible, right? So I guess you can get rich in 2026, and I would say another thing of advice of input from what I have learned is it's really good to write notes down and write things down. From personal experience, when you write things down, I think it makes it a lot easier to have success. Literally just writing down your thoughts for the day, your goals, knowing that you're actually a valuable person, that you can do what you want to do, right? I I see too many people nowadays who they kind of doubt themselves and they're kind of okay with being normal. And I actually wanted to speak up about this. Like, my worst fear in life is literally being a normal person. I cannot stand being an average person. That's honestly my worst fear. Okay? And I am doing everything in my power to not be a normal person, which I always say I know I'm not a normal person, but that's my worst fear. And frankly, you guys should have that in your head too, that you don't want to be a normal person. The normal person's life right now is only getting worse. It's not getting better. I promise you, it's only getting worse. And in my view, it's like if you don't do anything to reach the goal you want to reach, it's going to be really hard to have success right now, okay? And unfortunately, that's just the truth, not just reality. And my whole goal is to influence as many of you guys as possible to take action and make that money, because at the end of the day, it's up to you. If you want to have success, it's your work, and the outputs are because of your inputs. And if you don't have success, it's also because you probably didn't put enough inputs, meaning there's no outputs to be there for you, right? What I'm going to do is pull up some questions that I actually have here for to get started, I guess, business, stuff like that. It's related for stuff like that. So I'm going to pull it up right now. Let me see, make sure the streams. It seems to be working on here on my end, but I want to make sure you guys are getting the stream and it's working okay. I know it. I do see it here. I just want to make sure you guys could. You're actually a valuable person. Yeah, it is working here, which is awesome. I see too many people nowadays who they kind of doubt themselves and they're kind of okay with being normal. And yep. It's actually working better. It's not as glitchy as it was before, which is great. That's good. So it seems to be working just fine. I'm trying to see on YouTube like why it's not. Yeah, it's actually working better. It's not as glitchy as it was before. Trying to see. It's weird. It won't. Oh, here it pops up on the live. There you go. I'm trying to see. Well, that's good. More content, the better. Am I right? So that's great. Awesome. I think I'm gonna get my water real quick. I need to fill up some water, but you guys can still hear me. But what I was gonna say is, I kind of want to talk about like, I guess stuff younger people should look at. I think there's far too many young people who are, I would say, talented, who are just lost either because of people around them or because of, I guess, their own circumstances, right? Let me get my water real quick and pop back down. But there are far too many people right now, in my view, who, you know, aren't necessarily doing much, doing enough, frankly. Get my water down. I will say talking gets your throat messed up sometimes. But right. All right. We got one viewer, so whoever the viewer is, thank you, honestly. But it's this star. We're going to stream every single day, so we'll get those views up. I'm going to do some educational content as well. I got to stay consistent with this stuff and make sure I'm doing it every single day. You know what I mean? It'll take time, but we're going to keep doing great things. But yeah, I guess let me get my camera, my questions. All right. So I'm going to full screen this right now. I don't know if this camera ain't really good so y'all can see me. But I'm looking here. So here's a talking point that I think is actually pretty good. It's basically about why most people feel lost in their 20s. And I think most people, in my opinion, are lost in their 20s because they simply are distracted, I think. And the way to not be distracted is by simply understanding that there are distractions. For example, on Instagram or TikTok, those are distractions for anyone, right? And it literally can kill so much time. Like you can spend like an hour and not even know you spent an hour on it because it's so addicting, right? And honestly, that hour can be better spent on other things. And I'm not against people going on social media. I think it's great. But what I am against is being distracted and putting that before yourself. And if you keep telling your brain and you want like to go on the social media stuff, you should tell yourself you're more than that. You're better than that. I think that, you have an opportunity to be successful, and it shouldn't be that easy for you to get distracted. Just like the wrong people, I feel like you're around the wrong people or you're with the wrong girl or something like that. Those are also distractions, right? And I have seen numerous examples of that. But it's totally understandable, to be honest with you. Like, I get why people are distracted, but what I would tell you guys is it's never been easier to win. So just know that and understand that and know that most people are getting distracted. So if you're the few that aren't and you're doing things correctly and you're doing the right things for a long period of time, God will reward you, for sure. But let me get back to it. But I think right now is a big opportunity for social media. And I think if you're not distracted and you're being smart and you're actually trying, this is absolutely your opportunity to have success and win, right? So you should definitely go for it, right? Now there's another topic I want to talk about, and it's the truth about making money. And this, honestly, I'm going to post this probably for a short video here, like a short clip video. But it's very important, right? So this is the truth about making money. It is one of the hardest things you're ever going to do. When you start it, you're going to think it's going to be easy. But when you start going down the path and you get further and further along, you truly start to understand how hard it is to have success. And the reason no one will ever understand that or get to that point is because they're making money for the time they put in. You're making money from your business and you're letting that money work for you, right? You're going to invest it, you're going to do the right things. Most people are simply working away from the money, meaning they have no time freedom, because the moment you stop working, the moment you stop generating money, and the moment you can't provide for your family. So that's why I highly recommend people to not necessarily go that traditional route and to try something new. My perspective on life is that why it's better to try and lose and not try at all. Because if you try and lose, you have a learning lesson there, and then you could use that learning lesson to make money eventually, right? And if you keep going and you keep learning, those will stack up and eventually you're going to win, right? So that's why making money is a long-term process. And the moment you understand that it's going to take longer than you think it's going to take, that'll be the moment you'll make money quicker than you think. The problem with people right now, and this has happened to me, I've started multiple businesses now, I've had success, and I've made mistakes as well, for sure. What I've noticed is that most people who don't really know you and don't understand you just simply ask you how much money have you made. That's all they care about. Those people who are in the matrix, all they care about is the result. They don't care about the process, right? You know? And the reason they don't is because they've been brainwashed to think that everything's about the money. And it's not. The moment you understand that money's not even real, it's just numbers on the screen, is the moment you understand there's more to life than just money, right? I'm not doing this necessarily for only the money. I'm doing this because I want freedom. And money equates to freedom, okay? And that's why I'm so obsessed over this topic. That's why I'm so obsessed over sales and marketing and all these things, because it leads to money, which does lead to freedom on my behalf, right? So the way you make money the quickest in 2026 and beyond is by developing skills, whether it's negotiation skills, marketing skills, skills of tech, skills of AI, negotiating skills, like I said before. All those are skills that are tangible that you can use to make cash, okay? And that's the reason you're not making money, is you don't have enough of those skills, okay? And another topic today, I think that's pretty important, is it's about motivation here. And I know, and the one thing I'll tell you guys about motivation is I don't feel motivated every day, yet I'm still working all day. I'm still streaming every day. I'm still doing all these things every day. I'm still posting every day. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do anything. I do it because I know there's an opportunity to make a big impact. And the impact is bigger than just for myself. It's for many people to make a difference in many people's lives. So the reason I take care of my body and my health and everything about myself is because I want to be the best person I can be, but also because I want to show people who watch me what is possible if you just go for it and not care what other people think, okay? Right? Many people despise successful people. They think they're cheaters. They don't like how they don't pay taxes. They don't like how they do things that normal people just can't do and are not willing to do. And reality is just an insecurity that people who are not successful have. Because every successful person has struggled an enormous amount, I promise you that, but they're able to pull through and make it to the end, okay? And the people who are talking about them are typically the ones who don't do anything. They're typically pretty lazy, right? I'm not lying there saying that. So the fastest way to become a successful person is to go all in for multiple years, right? And I'll tell you from experience, I thought it would take a lot less time than it actually did for me to become successful. And obviously, I'm still trying to figure out a way to make, I thought about this the other day. If someone someone who's like 17 years old came to me and he was like, how could I have success the quickest? because there are multiple things I could tell them, right? I don't know the exact thing. There are multiple things I could say or recommend for them to do, frankly. And I'm still trying to think about the best way to make money the quickest. But then in the back of my head, I thought, why does it have to be quick? Why does it have to be easy? If it was easy, everyone would do it. Why? Like, if making money was easy, everyone would be rich. That's why there's only a very small amount of people in the world that are rich, because it's not easy. It's just like working out, going to the gym. Most people are not in shape. If it was easy to get in shape, everyone would have a six-pack. Those abs would not be valuable if, right? It wouldn't be valuable if everyone had them. Gold wouldn't be valuable if it was everywhere. The reason it's valuable is because there's only a very scarce amount of it. Crypto is the same thing. Bitcoin's an example. Like, it's a very high asset class. But what I'm saying is there are a very small amount of people who are of success. But the reason there's a very small amount of people is because the big rest of the gap people who don't make it, they have a lot of work and they just don't want to do it. They have these steps. God gave them the steps to have success. Step 1, step 2, and it comes with failures as well as successes. But these people are just not willing to do it. They just keep going back down, and most of them, unfortunately, never make it up. And that's very unfortunate, but unfortunately, that's just simply reality, right? But if you go all in for 2 or 3 years, if you say no to distraction, if you just simply obsess over the craft, things will change, things will happen. If you just stay driven and you stick to the path, the results will come, all right? And you have to let loose. You have to let go. You don't want to think about the results coming quickly. What you need to think about more is the progress of self-improvement, whether it's physical, mental, whatever it may be. All right? Let's look at more questions here. Here's a good topic. So, it's about why people who work 9 to 5s, like I talk about this a lot, and there's no problem with working a 9 to 5, I'll say that, okay? But the thinking they have is why they're not wealthy for the most part, right? So we can talk about averages, right? So the average American's making what, $50,000 a year? The average person in the world makes significantly less than that, okay? And if you're making $50,000 a year, that's what, around $4,000 a month, $4,200 a month. I don't know, something around that. Then you get taxed on it, so about 15% of that, 15 to 30% taken away, maybe more, just depending on where you are. So then you got rent, then you got food. So reality, you're basically only making like a couple $100 of profit per month if you're lucky. Most of you guys are just getting in more and more debt, and you guys don't want to make a change, right? I mean, at that point, you're just destined to lose. I want people to win, but it's really, really hard if you, especially, this is my view, I would highly recommend for anyone who's young, man or woman, doesn't matter, you need to understand this concept, okay? Don't get banged up when you're young. Try not to have kids when you're 21 years old or 18 years old or 15 or 17 years old, right? Because those kids who you're having need care. And it's really hard to take care of a kid if you're in school, you have a job, and you're trying to make money too and get rich. It's very, very hard. So my view has always been, don't get banged up or don't get with a boy or a girl, right? Until you're ready for that point. Because my view is having a kid can be one of the biggest financial burdens you can have. Aiden. Bro, I'm fucking streaming right now. You wanna hop in? I'm on YouTube and Kick at the same time. Y'all wanna say what up? It's my setup, bro. No, I'm deadass live. Look, I got 1 viewer, and then I haven't streamed on YouTube, but I was trying to stream on. Yeah, it's clickbait, but no, I'm just kidding. But I was trying to get on my phone, but for some reason it started recording on here. But this is, I don't know if you know, this is OBS. It's like a platform you can use, and then this one, I'm multi-streaming. So if you want to like stream like on like Twitch, you could too. But right now I'm just doing Kick and YouTube.
Fire.
No, it's fire. But no, all the streamers use this. So I'm just what I'm doing. I'm just answering fucking questions right now, like on my here. But it's been like, I haven't had any comments yet. But I've streamed on Kick multiple times though. I've done like 5 or 6 Kick streams. Yeah, you can hop in if you want though, bro.
Yeah, I'm hungry though. I haven't ate. I'm gonna eat.
Look, I don't need to follow me on Twitch. Bro, no way. But yeah. Trying to see. But it's been like 40 minutes. That's funny. Now I was talking about though how about 9 to 5s, bro. 9 to 5ers.
How the job's gonna get you stuck.
Yeah. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to stream. My goal is to stream like an hour a day every single day, bro.
That's fire.
But yeah, this is my step today. But I was trying to get on my tripod thing on my phone, but for some reason it just didn't work.
Yeah, dude, the tripod would be fire.
No, I have to just plug it in on cause I'm using my mic on my computer, but I'm trying to get it so this connects to my iPhone, so I can record on my iPhone. You see what I mean?
Do some IRL stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some on God. But I'm trying to see how long it's been. It's been 37 minutes. Holy crap! It's low key hard to stream for a long time, bro. This strawberry's good or what? We'll talk about one more topic and I'll probably end it. I'm trying to do like 45 to an hour a day, bro. Let me see. All right, so yeah, the last topic I want to talk about, I see here. This is a good one. Let me see if you guys, yeah, it works fine. Okay. Well, the last topic I want to talk about here that I think's pretty important in my view is being around the right people, right? So basically, you are who you hang out with, right? And if you are around the wrong people, it's going to lead to a bad future for yourself, right? Because if you're around people who are doing bad things, realistically, you're going to want to be around them and do the things they're doing, right? And if you want to be around people who are doing the right thing and hustling and working, it's going to probably be better for you because you're around that and they push you, right? And my whole life, through all my experiences, if you're around people who don't do things that they shouldn't be doing, realistically, they're not going anywhere. And from my experience as well, when I'm around people who are doing the same thing that I'm doing and they're pushing themselves to the limit, it pushes you as well because you have that competition. So for anyone out there trying to be a lone soldier, it's a lot harder going through that route. And I highly recommend you find like-minded people, whether it's your age group, people who are older than you, anything like that, because they're going to push you to your limit, right? So when I started, I worked with people who helped me get into real estate, and I didn't know much about real estate, but they helped me. They took me under their wing, and basically what I did was I learned the skill of sales. I learned the skill of cold calling, and from that, I made a lot of money. And then you take the money, you take the skills, and then you start your own business, right? So the process is so important, but also being around the right people at the right time is important because realistically, most of you guys don't know the stuff I know about business. And it's not because education, it's just because you haven't done it long enough. But the moment you get the experience and knowledge you need, will be when you can start that business. And when you can actually have success in the business because you understand what it takes to have success and the opportunity you can get from getting momentum and getting people knowing who you are through a platform, right? So the lesson of the day today is be around the right people. They will lead you to success. And understand that the process to have success is going to be longer than you think. And you got to think in terms of years and decades even, not in terms of days or weeks, right? So I'll probably just end it off of that. I think it's been a productive stream. It's been about, let me see how long it's been.
20 more minutes.
20 minutes? My voice is cooked. My voice sound bad?
I'll help you out.
You want to hop in? You can hop in. It's been like 45 minutes, I think. Let me check. Look, I'm on Kick. Have you used Kick before?
No.
So I had 2 viewers, but I had 1. So on Kick, I don't know if you know this. After I had like a ton of streams up, but after 7 to 10 days, it gets rid of them when you're a new account. So it has like history basically. And when you're a verified account, which you get after like a certain amount of followers, I only have 1 follower, then you could, I'll say for like 30 days.
Clip all this stuff too.
Yeah, like I have a recording here. So there are streaming platforms that like will automatically stream it. So I'll show you later. But there's one I was using.
Is this inverted already?
I don't even know, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's probably inverted. But you click, I'm streaming and I'm recording, but it's live here and on YouTube, so it's working.
Nah, back to what you were saying, bro. I would not be where I'm at, like right now.
Oh, look at
bro.
this dude.
Like, without this dude, bro. He pushes me to my limits, dog. I'm talking like.
Move the
boot
camera
camp out
towards
here,
you.
bro.
Yeah, you can
If
move
I
it.
don't wake up, he's on my ass. If he don't wake up, I'm on his ass. Like that's the type of shit that you need to be having when you're finding like-minded people, bro. Like this is real. Like it's either you want or you don't. Like there's not much more to it. At the end of the day, it's like, what's a goal? How are you gonna get there? What are you gonna do? You know, there's so many like
Here, get this
the
crap.
human mind can get so complex
hold
and
it.
like always like going through negotiations and all that. It's BS. It's bullshit, bro. It's like I was a bit chunkier at one point in my life, and I was like, I don't want to be fat. So you know what I started doing? I stopped eating shitty food. It's that simple. Like I don't, like humans complex things to the stupidest levels, bro. It's like it's not that complicated. Just do something. Do something. When I got into real estate, bro, I did cold calling, which is probably the worst thing you could do for real estate. Not the worst thing, but like the lowest level you could do for real estate. But I stuck to it. I did something. I don't care if it was useful of my time or not. I got knowledge in real estate, and it didn't matter whether it was the best made money or not. I upped my knowledge, and I got somewhere with it. It doesn't really matter. Now I'm at a different level, different aspect of life because I stuck to something for more than a year and a half. You know, it's something like that. Again, I couldn't be able to do that for that long a period, and that discipline and waking up at what 5 a.m. every morning.
Yeah,
You
5
know,
a.m.
4:30
Yeah.
with this guy, this man, bro.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be able to do that without someone like-minded, and not just him. I have a whole bunch of other people with me who are able to carry me on, especially family. But you know, some people don't always have that. But people have. Hey, God gives you your own battles. I mean, no matter the religion.
Yeah. Look at that. That was good. But I'll say is also it's good to document your journey. I would say on social media too, and it's because I think for any business when you're getting started in it, it's very good to showcase your business and be vulnerable because I think many people, especially gurus now, from what I have seen, they kind of fake their success. Oh, yeah, move it over a little bit too. Yeah, they kind of fake their success a little bit, and I've noticed that. And honestly, I get it because it sells, but at the same time, it's hard for someone who has no money seeing that. And I think it's more about like, especially when you're younger, you need to care less about the money and more about the outcome. And I guess the outcome meaning the process, right? So the short-term process will lead, or the short-term progress will lead to the long-term results. So for anyone, and people have asked me all the time when I'm starting my business, they're like, oh, how much money have you made? That's not the important part when you're starting, when you're young. The important part is the stuff you're learning that you can take with you because money's always going to be there. But the stuff you learn, it's a lot tougher to maintain or to obtain than the money. So for anyone out there who's looking for, I guess, that drive, really the best thing you can do right now is educate yourself, become smarter, become more knowledgeable, get started, and understand that it's not going to go the way you want at first. I promise you, it's going to go bad. Things are going to go wrong. But at the end of the day, if you're learning, you're going to get better and you're slowly moving up the mountain, right? I have known people who have started from the top when they're younger and who have started with no money. And I've noticed this, he's laughing. I noticed this, but a lot of people who have no money tend to make it a lot farther because they don't get satisfied as easily because they never had the money that these other people have had. So you have to have the drive in you. The hunger, yeah. I need to get our mic. Dude, my other mic broke, bro. I could have given it to you, but it's like broken in there. You want to add on? You can say something if you want to say
Dude,
something.
yeah, I mean, hunger's everything, bro. It's like if you don't want it bad enough, someone else is gonna get it, and especially being an entrepreneur, man, like you really got to go after. You got to want it because like what's like the ratio or like the percentage? Like what only like 1% of businesses ever make it out.
Yeah.
Ownership. I mean, dude, that's 1%. That means you got to beat the 1%, and to be the 1%, you got to be exceptional. You got to be that outlier. That I don't even know how like it works like the statistics. Like you got to be the last percentile, like the highest percentile. Like you got to be exceptional at what you do. You gotta want it more than the other person. If you see someone outworking you, you're not working hard enough. You know, you should never be in that position where it's be like, damn, someone's outworking me. Like, what do I gotta do? You gotta reflect. You gotta like, it's not gonna come instantly. Like this, it's like a muscle. You know what I mean? Like you don't just go to the gym and bench 225. You know what I mean? You don't. So you gotta slowly train yourself up. I mean, because if someone could just be like Elon Musk or whoever, you know, with that discipline and just knowledge, like life would be too easy. Like nothing's easy in life for sure.
Then we got more viewers. We got 4 viewers now. Yeah, like you're in it. I was making sure it was working.
That's fire.
You should get kicked. So I don't know. I don't have Twitch, but on this thing I have, I can only stream on 2 right now. But if I buy the subscription, I can stream like on as many platforms as I want. Because I'm multi-streaming, so it's kind of like, look, I'm on YouTube. This is on YouTube. It's live on YouTube.
Every time you stream, bro.
You stream every day, bro. I'm gonna try my goal. One of my goals, and this is my first day doing it back since I did it like 2 weeks ago. But it's good because you get clips. You get a lot of clips from it. You know what I mean?
Dude.
The clips, bro.
Someone, I forgot who, but someone told me like when you streamed here, you're like.
Oh yeah, I had a video.
You had it,
I wasn't
like,
streaming,
you're
yeah.
like, I've been doing this for about 6-7 years.
Oh, in a video? Months or years?
No, you were like, so I've been doing this for about like 6-7 years, and you did the fucking handshake.
Oh yeah, I did. I think I did. Yeah.
That's too funny, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, it's working. That's good. It's only been, dude. I don't know how people stream this long. It's been like 40 minutes, bro.
Drop questions in the comments.
No, I don't know what. Yeah, my first stream ever, I had like 50, like not 50, I had like 35 views. I had like 4 people comment on it. But since then, I had like none.
Yeah.
I don't know if people buy the bots. I don't know what they do. I don't know. I have no clue. You should get kicked though. Kick's actually kind of fire though. But yeah, I mean, it's good though because I have this, so I can really clip the videos. And I don't know, but
Have it on like while we. I feel like we have a lot of good conversations while we work.
yeah, no, I could have it on. I want to have it so it's on my. I want to connect this to my iPhone so I can just have it like this.
And like
With,
while we're working or something.
yeah, because I can just clip it. Yeah, you could. Yeah, because I'm. The thing is, like with this,
Any other questions?
yeah, I always have stuff. I've been having some. So here, I had a lot. I'm not gonna start yapping about whatever. Let me see.
Let me know your thoughts on AI. Or the live stream.
Let me see. I talked about all the. I said here. I'll see if you want to add any talking points. I said why most people feel lost when they're like in their young 20s. I already talked about that. The truth about making money. I talked a little bit about motivation. How like I don't really use. From my opinion, I think discipline's what I have, and motivation kind of just comes and goes. I talk about like why people don't like successful people, because like they don't follow the rules basically. The fastest way to get ahead. Oh, the thing's going off. And then 9 to 5, and then you came in on this part about like I was talking about the hard truth about people you're around and stuff like that. I mean, the stream is about how to get rich. So if you were okay, I'll ask you, if you wanted to make money right now, what's the best opportunity right now to make money? I answered it earlier, but I want to see what you would say. Like,
Make money.
best business right now that you could use to make, I don't know, like a couple $1,000s a month, like on your computer, like online. What would that be?
I would definitely say some sort of AI content creation or some sort of agency of some sort, like helping out another business. And the reason why I'm saying that is because there's so many businesses out there that could have like help. So for example, like obviously you want to make a couple $1,000s. It's gonna take some time, especially as a beginner. But like the most easiest one is say like for people who like my apartment complex here. I mean, they have a lawn. It needs to be cut sometimes. You know what I mean? Just go to them and ask them like, hey, I'll cut this lawn, and you know. And then if you want to get serious with it, you can have a whole contract with it. Be like, hey, for 1 month, if I don't do good, forget me. You know, I'll give you all the money back. You know, but let me do it for 1 month. Let me cut your lawn, the apartment complex, the whole thing, the commercial property. Let me cut it. Boom. That's money right there. I mean, it's very simple. It, you know, obviously gets more complex and a lot more logistics to it, but at the end of the day, that's like kind of like how it works. So I would say either that, and then but also on your computer though, I'd say probably some sort of AI content creation. I see them all the time on TikTok. You can possibly get like pay-per-views if you have like a big enough channel. I feel like those are pretty easy to make. I see them all the time talking about the most stupidest shit. You know, I can't even remember the last time like talking about smoking, lungs, your brain, bro. You know, just
Like an AI
that,
clipping.
like
I know what you're talking about.
You know
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
that's one of the more easiest ways, or like some sort of affiliate marketing with that too, like UGC affiliate marketing. user generated content, but I would say with AI, of course. With those Birkenstocks, I mean, I fell for that shit. I bought fake Birkenstocks for $40 while y'all motherfuckers are paying it for 150, bruh. You know, TikTok shop. You know what I'm saying? Just little things like that. I feel like that's probably the easiest way to make quick cash, but it just depends on like your goals. What do you like to do? I definitely say fuck your passion, but at the same time, if you do have a passion for something, it's gonna take you way further without having a passion, 100%. So, yeah.
That's good. Okay, so that's good. So you got 2 inches there. It was like the lawnmower. So like just do a service for someone, which is it's. I mean, it's not. You should have like a lawnmower, really. I mean,
Yeah. What else do you need?
yeah. So that's like really easy. I said earlier, I just basically told him literally to get a job first. Because I think my advice is you gotta get a job and learn how much you hate the job, and then after you get out of the job, then you understand like, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. So it gives you motivation. And then I say simply call businesses, say, hey, do you need AI in your business? No. Okay. Do you need AI in your business? No. And just keep going until someone says
fire.
yes.
That's a good one.
That's what I said. But I think there's not. The thing is, guys, the most important part. There's not really right or wrong.
There's no goal to
It's
make it.
it's really a matter of how you can implement it. So I think that's more important than about what exactly you're doing. Too many people are kind of like, I don't know what I want to do. But I would say just find something that's kind of simple that you know you can get into and just do it at mass, really. And simply after you do that, it's really just, okay, now what's the next steps? Because usually when you have success, you meet people, and then when you meet people, more doors open. So I think the moral of the story is there's no right or wrong thing you can do, but the most important thing is you got to step in and take effort and put effort in. So, I mean,
Yeah, 100%. Also, and like another thing to add on to that, especially for like beginners, obviously you're gonna like find out what's wasteful, what's not wasteful a lot of the time. But what I see, like, and I fall victim to it when I was, especially I was in real estate. I would join a lot of these Zooms, a lot of these things, and those are just wasting my time. You know, like know what's useful of your time because you only got so many hours in a day, and once you get to a certain point and level, you realize you need more time in the day. You know what I mean? Like not everyone has all the time in the day in the world. It's only 24 hours and you got to go to bed. I mean, unless you somehow just don't go to bed, but like what's the benefit of that? Like you don't even work it correctly the next day. So, just being really useful with your time, time efficiency, how much you can get done in a certain amount of time. I would say that's one of the biggest things I fell victim of before, especially in real estate as well. Just wasting my time. We called it so-called networking, but that shit was not networking. I was just talking to a bunch of losers, really. Losers who don't do shit. They just like say they do real estate to fulfill their 9 to 5, like getting out of the 9 to 5 like life. You know what I mean? Like they're not getting anywhere. Truth be told. I mean, and that's the truth. One thing
it's true.
about me, I'm sure about him too, is I'm a very truthful person. And it's like if you're gonna be hurt by the truth, then you're not cut out for it. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the times, bro, like sometimes the things you don't want to hear is the truth. I never wanted to hear that I was fat, but I was fat. I had to do something about it. I didn't just
It's
do
true.
nothing, bro. Like I had to do something about it, man. You know, this is just little things like that that you just gotta accept in life. Again, me personally though, I mean, there's some people who just want to stay normal and average and stay stuck in what they're at. And like, dude, no shame in none. I mean, everyone, each treats their own. You know what I mean? Everyone has their own morals and values and stuff like that. But what I want to preach is sharing my morals and values that I think that will help better someone else's life. Because a lot of the time, when people are sad and depressed, it's what they're working their job and they're just not happy, or maybe they look in the mirror and they're just not satisfied. When I look in the mirror, I love myself. I think, damn, you're that fucking guy. You know what I mean? But there's still more to get. There's still more to go after. That hunger's still there. You know what I mean? It's really hard for me to be satisfied, honestly. And I feel like that's how it should be for all of us. That's just me again.
That was good. Dude, you gotta clip that. You gotta put that. You gotta clip that and put it on your Instagram, bro.
Dude,
But
that's some AI shit.
yeah, I think it's better. In my opinion, it's just better to like talk and just. I mean, you can like use it. But
Yeah.
I'll just say, yeah, let's go. What you said, that,
Trait do
man.
you value most in yourself? What trait are you actually trying to? Oh yeah, I like that. What trait do you value? The one I value most in myself is not denying everything I hear, in like almost every aspect. And I don't even want to get into like every single like niche particular topic of conversation, but like in anything. Like, and I also always listen to people who are smarter than me. Like, if I know someone's smarter than me, I'm gonna listen to them. I'm not gonna be like, oh no, like they're probably wrong. If I know someone's like, who's not as smart as me, or like I know like they don't have much experience or whatever it is. Now I'll maybe hear them out, see what it is. If it makes sense to me, then I'll implement it or think about it more. But what I'm trying to say is like always be open ears, always be open minded. You know what I mean? Especially towards like really pretty much anyone who's greater than you in some sort of aspect in life. Say for example in fitness, if someone who's obviously bigger than you and they're telling you, bro, like that optimal bullshit, bro, like what's optimal? Because that shit's not really true. I mean, I don't really know how much it is, but I've seen bigger people in the gym out there that tell me, dude, just work out, stay consistent, eat your protein, you'll get there in time. You know what I mean? That's just the truth of it. You don't need to be doing all this bullshit, wasting your time or whatever, researching when you can just work out. You know what I mean? Just little things like that, like saving your time right there. Man, when I first started, I listened to this man hella with real estate. I didn't know what I was doing. Like, I mean, real estate, any business. I mean, money, how to like money loopholes, like anything, like taxes. I learned a lot from mainly him because I knew he had more experience than me. Like I wasn't gonna butt my head and be like, oh no, 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 no. Like even if I did, I'd be like, okay, well, like prove me wrong. Like tell me why I'm wrong, man. You know what I mean? Debate me. I always like show me why I'm wrong. And that can go into like political, like anything. You know what I mean? So those are just like little things I'd say just really be open minded about. Have that trait. When to shut up, really.
That's good. Yeah, and I'll say too about that. That's a good point. Um, we both went into real estate as like the first venture we were both in, and I would say like I love real estate, but for someone who is getting started, real estate's really hard to get into when you're starting, just because you're negotiating with like people who have done this for 20, 30 years. So I would say like for anyone who's trying to start a business, real estate is more tough than not, right? So understand that real estate, you can make money from real estate, but at the same time, it can be tough because of the fact that it's the I guess the way the difference between people who are doing a ton of deals and no deals, the knowledge you have is crazy different, right? So, for example, before I did my first deal, I couldn't really negotiate with anyone. But after I did a few deals and made a couple $1,000 or whatever, I understood how to negotiate better and my confidence grew. But that took me like a year to get to, a year and a half to get to, and I'm talking a year and a half of working every single day and hustling.
What time do you wake up?
Yeah, for like 4:30 exactly. So
how long would you work?
All day, every waking hour we would work.
Be more specific. You'd wake up, do what? You'd wake up,
Gym,
go work out.
Gym, yeah.
At 6 a.m.
Yeah.
What do you get up like 7:10?
Yeah,
7:10,
yeah. So yeah,
like
6, 7, 10.
Workout, yeah.
Yeah.
And then what do you do next? You make breakfast.
Eat, shower, and work.
And then work.
All day until like what 6 p.m. or 7 p.m.
Probably a little lunch break at like 12. And then work again.
Yeah, and that's literally all we both did basically.
And it's the beauty of it,
Yeah, every day we do that.
There's more to life than just fucking other things right now that we see. Like we're manifesting it. We already see what our future is looking like, but we know how to get there. So a lot of people like stuck on is like I don't know where to start. I don't know where to do this. Blah blah blah. What it's like. All right, well think about where you want to go, and if you're too retarded, then ask AI. I mean, shit, I ask AI all the time. You know what I mean? But if you're too retarded, like or stupid, you know what I mean? Just like
That's funny.
Stupid, like ask AI. AI is literally your daddy, bro. It'll tell you everything you want. So. Literally right now, if you're on your phones, bro, go on AI right now or ChatGPT, Gemini, whatever the fuck you use. Give me a whole blueprint, a mindset, thinking of a billionaire and whatever you want to do, or even if you don't know what to do yet, just be like, I don't know what I do. I don't know what I want to do yet. Still give me some sort of blueprint, mindset, and plan that a billionaire would have if you just started out right now with no set idea of niche or business to get into.
Yeah.
It will spit you out something. Because that's all it takes to start is something, man. Like, don't matter if it take you 10 years or 5 years, bro. Another good example is what's that dude's name? Tyler Shaw, doing great on the Saints and he's 25 years old.
Oh yeah.
Bro, fucking Joe Burrow was 20 and he already had like an MVP, bro. But it don't matter what time you start. He's still in the NFL as a starting QB, bro. It's better than he's closer to fucking greatness.
Tom Brady.
And yeah,
Tom Brady.
he's closer to Tom Brady than he is closer to you, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you will never even be able to get in that level if you were to start right now, because it'd take you so long. But he started somewhere,
It's true.
and he didn't stop. He didn't care about what age he was, and that goes back to like older adults too, not even just young entrepreneurs out here. Fuck your age, bro. What's age? What is time? What's time? I don't know. I don't know what time is.
Yeah. What's money?
What's Saturday and Sunday?
What's money?
Yeah. What's money?
What's money?
You know, all I see is success, experience, knowledge up here. When I see someone and I see them have a lot of money, you could easily tell if they're smart or not smart just by talking to them. You're like, oh, did you really earn that money? How did you earn that money? You know what I mean? Like, it's once you get to a point, it's like it's easy to tell. You know what I mean? So it's like so on and so on. Like back to what I was saying. Like, fuck age, fuck time, bro. Dude, find what you need to do and do it. That's just like real talk.
Yeah, I was gonna add on. So, it's a good point. But everyone, basically, what he's saying is everyone's on their own trajectory. So it's hard because like comparisons can be a thief because you see these people who are having younger who are younger than you, making more money than you, but at the same time you're on your own journey. You're not on someone else's journey. You're on your own journey. So that means that you have to lock in and put your head down. And just do the simple things every single day. If you work, like I said, like he mentioned earlier, if you work every single waking hour every single day for a long time, you're going to make money. And if you don't make money, you're going to learn skills that will make you money. Okay, so the best advice I can give to anyone who's getting started is to get rid of the distractions. You have to just do the same thing every day, whether it's work, whether it's learning, whatever it may be, and just improve, write down stuff. I actually recently started writing a lot of stuff down, and that's helped me more, right? I have goals. Every single day, I'm writing down things I have accomplished, things I'm thinking about, just daily BS things that I've done, and basically my thoughts overall. And what that's doing is when you write things down, it's going to make you even want to do it more because you physically are writing it down with your hand. There's some sort of psychological thing with that. I don't know what it may be, but that has helped me, right? So you're on your own journey, okay? So that means if you're 25 and you're that person who you feel like you're a little bit older than most people who are getting started, but you still want to get started, go for it. Why not? If you're 50 years old, you can still try things. I know people who are over 50 years old right now who are still not where they want to be in life, and they're trying new things. Many people who I have known, I have talked to multiple people who have over $150 million in net worth, multiple, and they are still having goals. These guys, like I know one dude, I was in the Caribbean like 2 weeks ago. This dude makes like $10,000 of passive income a day, and he's still negotiating real estate deals. This dude's like 85. So it's like he's trying to build up more. He's 85 years old, but also if you're 20 years old, you can build up something else, right? So it doesn't really matter your age, like he said. It just matters, like you have a goal, you have a vision. Everyone has something in their life they want to do and accomplish. And it's really a matter of, hey, are you going to do that thing every day to get to that point? So I don't know if you want to add on, but.
Dude, yeah. Write that shit down is what he's trying to say.
Yeah, that's sauce, right?
Write
That's
that
free
shit down,
sauce,
man.
bro.
Write that shit down. Bro, when I first started, I had goals in mind I wrote down.
Yeah, 6 views now. 8 views are going up, but we're at an hour and 1 minute now.
I don't even know what it was like. It was like, I forgot what it was. It was so long ago, I didn't check it again. But it was goals. It was one particular goal I wanted to write down. It was very broad, you know what I mean? Very good, broad, general niche or general goal. And then it'd go to like where you're at right now. What are you doing right now for it? What do you plan to do later for it? And then I think it was like those three things. And you write all that down. You write five bullet points for each of those things I said for that general goal. And then you check on it. You go, okay, in 2 weeks I'll be right here. You write that shit down. 2 weeks I'll be right here. Okay? 2 months I'll be right here. And then in 6 months I'll be right here. 1 year I should be right here. If you didn't get that there, why? Why didn't you get there? I'll tell you why, because you're a lazy fuck. I mean, it's the truth. You ain't doing what you're supposed to do unless it's some outlandish ass goals. But don't be stupid here. Don't put inside, I'm going to be a billionaire in 1 year. What the fuck is that stupid shit? No. Real goals. You know, my goals, I want to know, beginning of 2025, I did change niches, but it was, at the time, I wanted to know 15 people that could change my life. Or not change my life, 15 people that can make a difference in my real estate career. Did I get there? No, because I changed niches. But did I still follow my plan? Like in 2 weeks I wanted to be right here, 2 months I wanted to be right here? Yes, I did. And I got there. I got where I wanted to be. because I followed my plan. I saw it and I'd write it down. Be like, okay, I had 2 weeks. I'm right here now. What did I not accomplish? And if I didn't accomplish it, I'm gonna double down and work harder. You know, you could always put more. I'm telling you, bro. Like I watched this one documentary on Netflix, like with QBs. It's like Patrick Mahomes. He really doubles down on what he's doing. He understands things to a different level, man. He was like, okay, why did this happen on film? Like, why did that happen? Is truth be told, you didn't work hard enough. There's something that you didn't do. Even if something that's not even about working hard enough. It's about getting enough done in a certain amount of time. And I know there's a physical aspect of it, but still, I mean, like having the right trainers. I mean, he has the money for it. You got to delegate your money to do better things. That's how it works. Money's not real, bro. Money's an opportunity for you. It could mean a lot of things, but you gotta get that concept out of your mind that like you need to keep money, save money. No, saving money is for middle class people, poor people. Like it's not what the 1% does, what the outlier does. Like, there's a lot more to it than you think, and there's always something you could do better. I'm telling you, even for a billionaire, there's always something you could do better. Always. There's never enough.
Damn, that's good. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think people nowadays they're like too satisfied with little things that happen to them that are good. And I think it's easy right now to live a good life, especially if you are in America, because you basically get everything handy on a silver platter here. Versus if you're in another country, I've noticed, because I actually have people that work for me in other overseas countries, these people tend to, maybe they don't speak the best English, but what I've noticed is they tend to work harder. And I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if it's a skill thing. I'm not sure what it is. But I have noticed that these people who are maybe overseas are typically harder workers. And I think this is kind of a different topic than what he was saying. But at the same time, I think there's an opportunity here where you guys are at to have success. And I think many of you guys don't have success because you get far too satisfied with little results. Versus these people are on $150 million super mega yachts doing whatever they want. And you're here just making like 100K a year or whatever. And I'm not saying 100K a year is bad. What I am saying is there are people who are making way more than that, who are living a life way better than you're living right now. So why can't that be you? You could do what they're doing. You can make that money if you wanted to, but in reality, the reason you're not is probably because multiple things, right? It could be because you're satisfied. It could be because of the situation you're in. Like I mentioned earlier, I recommend to people, do not get tied up young. Oh, you're good. Do not get tied up when you're young, because if you get tied up young, then you get trapped. I'm not saying having kids is bad. You need to have, if you want to have kids, have kids. But when you're 20 years old and you're having a kid, that basically messes up your chances of having success in business, right?
Your business is your kid, bro.
Right? For now, yeah. And then my whole thing is provide for yourself at first. Then when you provide for yourself and you can, take care of yourself well, then you can provide for your wife, or I guess you're a girl, your husband, and your kids too, right? So I think it's very important to understand that. And that's like probably like the top advice I can tell you guys is, you want to have success and not burn a lot of money, don't buy stupid shit, and then don't have kids when you're young. Oh, the lighting's, I'm gonna have to keep moving it over because see, I like the lighting.
Yeah.
But I think we're gonna have to get like some sort of cover. We might need to buy I can buy one, like a cover to get the sun.
The pressure one.
Yeah, because I noticed I had to keep moving over this for like every 10 minutes because the light keeps coming as the sunlight look.
Yeah.
See, I'll have to like move it so it like looks better. It's also on the computer. I want to do it on my iPhone eventually, but I'll do the next stream.
Yeah.
But that's good. I mean, I think there's opportunity. And again, I mean, the point of the stream, bro, is how to get rich. And that's honestly like most of what I talk about is how to make money on my stuff. So it's kind of like, I mean, it's realistically like, do you want to have money or not? If you want to have money, then you just got to start doing things that will help you make money every single day. I mean, that's simply it. You can add on if you want. That's all. I mean, I don't know.
That was good shit.
It's been about an hour, so we can end it if you want. I'm gonna stream like every day, so if you want.
Yeah, I mean.
Doing anything? Anything?
If y'all drop any questions in the comments, I'll answer them real quick, bro.
Yeah. Nah, I had only a couple people comment in my chat. It's not popping up. Like, the first stream, I had like 2 people comment, and that's it. You have to like, I'm not streaming for a long time to get people to comment on it, but it's fine. It's like, low-key, it's not the hardest to talk shit, so it's really not that hard.
I like talking shit.
Yeah, so yeah, it's been an hour and 10 minutes here, and then recording for an hour. So yeah, that's good enough. All right. Well, yeah,
Done here.
yeah. So I guess tomorrow I'm gonna stream again. I'm trying to make sure it's good on YouTube. I believe it. Yeah, it's good here. Okay. Well, yeah. I guess. Hopefully you guys got some stuff out of this. Got some nuggets. You better post some clips of this on your shit because you definitely got some clips in there from that. And then I'm gonna post some for myself too here. But yeah, I mean, hopefully you guys take some notes there. If you guys watch this eventually in a couple days from now and you have any questions, just drop in. We'll be streaming every day for like at least an hour, hopefully. So obviously the goal is to help you guys out and give you guys value. But yeah, I guess that's it. If you want to say anything,
All right,
I
man.
mean, all right. Well,